In 2020, I set out to write music every single day for a year, and I failed. I got about 250 days in before I just burnt myself out. But in that time, I gained so much. Just comparing my first track to one of my later tracks, the quality is just so much higher. And in the 2 years since, I've only gotten better. So today, I'm gonna take a look back at some of my old tracks and see what I can do to raise a few of them up to my current standards. Okay, I recorded that intro like a week ago and then forgot to do the rest of the video. I did record the part where I was going through all of my old music and picking out the 4 pieces that I want to remake for this video, and then in editing, I realized that that is really boring. So cut that whole part out. I have the list of things I want to work on now. I already have the project files moved over to my MacBook, so we're just gonna skip straight to that part. So I kind of jumped into it at this part without explaining any of my thought process or anything that I was doing. I am starting with day 145. I like that piece, and that's the first one I'll be remaking of the 2 that I will be doing. At this point in the video, I'm just time-lapsing it, but I'm listening to the original recording while looking at the Ableton project to figure out like what I did and think of ideas to fix it, make it better. And then after this point, I export the MIDI from the actual project, throw it into Logic, and then I start working from there to turn it into something greater. I start trying to make the piece work just on piano how it was originally, but I eventually start working strings into it, and I get a whole different idea of how I want to do this from what I was originally thinking, and so I went from there, and it turned into a string quartet piece. Violin is kind of obnoxiously loud. A second violin, and we're just gonna double the fun parts, just an octave lower. Use a different violin sound because it'll sound slightly different. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste the whole first violin part over here and figure out what exact parts I want to double. Like, let's first ooh. Cool, I like that a lot. That's cool. Then, I just need to work out more harmonization with the viola. And let's add a cello because it's my favorite string instrument. So what I'm gonna have the cello do is it's going to follow this bass part a bit with the but obviously we'll have stuff. That almost sounds like a hurdy-gurdy. It's kind of cool. Yeah, in the second measure, just the same motion played on the cello. So I came back to this piece a month later to finish it for this video because this has been taking so long. But I ended up scrapping basically every change I made to the piece in the end. So I'm just not even going to bother including all of that video, and you can enjoy the song now. Alright, this video is taking me a lot longer than I thought it would take. This is day 5 of filming this video, but it has been 2 weeks since I shot the intro, so yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do with this is day 197, is I'm just gonna rework it, because I think all I really want to do with this one is change the instruments, the sounds that are on it, to make it just sound a little bit better. And like, yeah, look at this big error, most of the stuff in this is missing, so we're gonna have fun with that. Alright, on to remaking 197. We're gonna start with the piano. And I am, of course, using Noir piano from Native Instruments because it's a cool piano. Oh, let me record this real quick before I forget this. We're just gonna, yeah. The rest of this is just mixing and minor adjustments, so we're gonna skip to the good part and just play the song. Alright, thank you so much for watching. This video took me a lot longer to make than I was planning. But yeah, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed any of the music you heard today, please leave a like. And if you want to see more from me, why not subscribe? Yeah, that's it. Now I have to mutilate this sheet music for the thumbnail.